Battling is still going at this point for roster spots and or playing time for postseason.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a couple spots we're still looking at. You look at the construction of the bench. It's more about, how many pitchers are we going to take and how many guys on the bench. So still kind of trying to configure it, but not too many decisions to make.
As far as style of play, a lot of people think that power is the big thing in the postseason, but oftentimes when you're facing the toughest pitching, you got to be able to play some small ball and do some little things. What you've done this year, do you think that's something that's going to actually help you out here when you need it?
I do. It's how do you play it? Is it manufacturing, trying to get a run or two because the pitching's obviously going to be tough, or is it one swing of the bat that gets you a couple runs? So that's always kind of a balance in the postseason how you want to play it. For me, with the really good starters, you feel them out early. It's, try to get them before they get into a rhythm. Once you kind of figure out how they're doing, then you kind of decide where you go with, whether it's small ball or whatever. But, either way, we're looking forward to it.
Pitcher for tomorrow?
Pitcher for tomorrow.
Just pick one.
No, I think Clev is going to start tomorrow. I don't know how long he's going to go, but I think that's what we're going to do.
That would be short rest, right? So it would be
correct. It'd be really short.
Pretty short.
Yeah.
Is our speculation correct? Can you confirm the rotation, what it might look like?
I'd rather get through this season before we do it.
Okay.
But you're not going to be wrong.
How will Clevinger be used in the first series?
Not sure yet.
How do you go about? What's kind of your philosophy on guys like Clevinger and perhaps Manaea, if they haven't pitched in relief a lot, but handling, if they were to be asked to handle important relief innings or multiple?
I think guys like that just be inspired to pitch and more in the moment than whatever the routine may be. So we'll see who's on, who we're using. Obviously being late in the season here, we're probably looking with one of those two guys to maybe be later in the series. But we're trying to keep it to where their pitch counts are manageable here, so we can make a decision whether or not how many pitchers we keep on the roster. So we're trying to get everybody some at bats. Some guys to get a feel for, guys like Dixon. Other guys, we want to get Wil Myers plenty of at bats here because he hasn't had any, that many in the few days before that. We'll get Sugar some at bats too. So it's a balance, and then you got to find out who you're playing and what the composition and who you're going to play against the teams that we're not sure who we're going to play yet.
How much has Campusano helped his cause to potentially catch a meaningful game?
Look, he's done great here, especially the last few times out. For a younger guy that hasn't been here awfully too terribly long here this season, I think he's handled himself really well. So, again, we'll see how that goes at this point. Nola's the guy that we're leaning on quite a bit and probably do in the postseason, but Campy's come along really nicely and making a name for himself here to see where we go with that.